Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy, back in Palworld, and today we're going to be checking out some of the best base locations that you could set up at. There's actually quite a bit of really awesome base locations out there, so this is just a selection. Now first up, this spot is down in a low level area, somewhat close to the starting area. You may have seen this one in another video, but it's pretty much a go-to for a low-level spot to set up and start getting a bunch of ore to turn into ingots. And you have, I want to say, what is it, 8 ore nodes right here? So, yeah, you're going to be getting a bunch of stuff. Now, I want to say your pal needs mining level 2 to mine these. I don't know. My brain's not working so well right now. I've been up entirely too long. So bear with me on that. But either way, that's your first spot. Now this spot right here is most likely going to be your choice for setting up at, because it is freaking amazing. Now, the downside is it's not super flat, but there is a bunch of ore up here, and there's also a bunch of coal. And you're definitely going to want both of these, especially when you move later into the game. So as you set up multiple bases, this is an excellent spot to set up one of your mines. I mean, you got plenty of stuff going on here. You got your trees. You've got, I guess the trees don't matter as much, but it's still nice that they're there. But really, it's the ore and the coal just makes this a fantastic spot. But do be aware that you may want a flying mount to get up here. It'll make your life a whole lot easier. This is also like around a level 20 area, and you may have to deal with enemies when you first get here. So keep that in mind. Up next, you will want a bit of fire protection here, but we've got quite a few ore nodes, and then we've also got some sulfur here. A little bit further down there's another sulfur, but I don't think you're going to get both of the sulfurs in your base area. But if you're wanting to get, a little bit of sulfur out of your base, this is a pretty solid spot. I haven't seen any enemies nearby here. And there's a chest for what that's worth. So, hey, a little something extra doesn't hurt. So this spot, of course, you're going to be over here in kind of a dangerous area. But again, I haven't seen any enemies here. So maybe take advantage of that now, because who knows, maybe down the road they might add enemies, and then this spot wouldn't seem nearly as good. And again, you will want some kind of fire protection, or you're just going to burst into flames. Now we move on to quartz. Also, there's, a random piece of coal on the ground, because why not? Now this spot, obviously, you're going to need some cold protection. And fair warning, there was an enemy here when I first showed up. And this is more of like a level 40 plus kind of area. So you might be in for a bit of a fight to get rid of the enemy, but there is a bunch of quartz. You've got some trees, and you even got a little bit of ore. So pretty sweet friggin' spot, but you're going to have to clear out the enemy before you set up. Now, touching back on sulfur, there are definitely other spots with more sulfur, but the ones that I found were, extremely dangerous in the sense that you probably would not want to build there. It would be a horrible idea. So I tried to go with a super easy spot with a bunch of ore and a little sulfur. But that's just some of what's out there. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.